Zhenya stayed late at work, passing by her boss's office when a beam of light caught her attention through the half-open door. The soft glow illuminated the otherwise dim corridor, drawing her in. She didn't notice the newcomer who had just joined their office, as she always believed that appearance didn't matter. For Zhenya, confidence in her professional abilities and a genuine love for her job were far more important than any superficial qualities. Her boss, Mikhail Leonidovich, had once hinted that he was planning to leave and had recommended Zhenya as his successor, which filled her with a sense of pride and purpose. Her friend Yulia, upon learning about the new girl, reacted skeptically. She was a straightforward person and never hesitated to voice her opinions. Yulia believed the newcomer didn't fit the company's business style and wouldn't be able to perform at the required level. "You know how competitive our workplace is," Yulia said, shaking her head. "I don't think she has what it takes." Yulia suggested Zhenya visit a beauty salon to improve her image before the newcomer could overshadow her, but Zhenya simply smiled and returned to her work, brushing off the concern. "I'm fine just the way I am," she thought, determined to focus on her skills rather than her looks. One evening, while working late, Zhenya found herself in the office alone, surrounded by stacks of paperwork. She was in the zone, humming softly to herself, when she glanced toward Mikhail Leonidovich's office. To her surprise, she saw him with a flushed face, clearly in a tense situation. The atmosphere felt charged, almost electric. Suddenly, the head of the newcomer popped out from under the desk, and she rudely ordered Zhenya to leave. "What's going on here?" Zhenya thought, feeling a wave of anger wash over her. Outraged by this behavior, she decided not to engage in conflict and left the office, her mind racing with questions. At the next meeting, Mikhail Leonidovich introduced the newcomer as the new department head. Zhenya was shocked, unable to comprehend how this had happened. Yulia and other colleagues exchanged glances, murmuring in disbelief. "She can't be serious," one whispered. Everyone was taken aback by Olga's abrupt rise to power, especially Zhenya. The new boss, Olga, immediately announced audits and imposed fines for tardiness, leaving everyone in the office feeling tense and apprehensive about their future. Feeling hurt and betrayed by Olga's appointment, Zhenya didn't realize the meeting had ended. She was lost in her thoughts, replaying the events in her mind. Olga then ordered her to prepare a report for the Friday meeting. Zhenya felt a surge of indignation, believing that her hard work was being offloaded onto regular employees. "This isn't fair," she thought, her frustration growing. However, no one else seemed to share her concern, and she felt increasingly isolated. As days passed, the tension in the office escalated. Zhenya noticed how Olga seemed to thrive on the chaos she created. Soon, Zhenya was fired for doing her boss's job. The news hit her like a ton of bricks, leaving her reeling. Yulia tried to comfort her, but Zhenya couldn't accept the injustice. Why did this happen? She pondered, feeling a mix of anger and humiliation. She decided to leave the office, her heart heavy with disappointment. On her way out, Zhenya met a charming guy named Lyoka, who worked in the same building. He had seen her around and was intrigued by her determination. "Hey, are you okay?" he asked, noticing the sadness in her eyes. He offered to help her and invited her to a cafe nearby. They spent time together, sharing stories and laughter, and Zhenya felt her mood begin to lift. Lyoka was easygoing and had a way of making her feel at ease, drawing her out of her shell. Lyoka promised to help Zhenya find a new job. "You have so much talent. You deserve better," he said, encouraging her. On Monday, she felt nervous before the interview, recalling how confident she had felt at her previous position. "What if I can't find anything?" she worried, but Lyoka reassured her. "Just be yourself. You'll shine," he said with a warm smile. His encouragement reminded her of her strengths. When they arrived at the new office, Zhenya was surprised by the atmosphere. It felt different, more open and collaborative. As they settled in, She noticed how the team worked together seamlessly, and she couldn't help but feel a sense of belonging. Just as she began to relax, the general director called a meeting. Zhenya sat in anticipation, her heart racing. To her astonishment, the general director exposed Olga and fired her for incompetence. Zhenya couldn't believe her ears. It felt like justice had finally been served. With Olga gone, Zhenya and Lyoka continued to work together, navigating the new dynamics of their office. Zhenya realized that her life was once again filled with light. The support and camaraderie of her new Cole